Hello everyone. Now we will know about what is a Diffie-Hellman key exchange or the agreement algorithm. In a previous lecture, we already know about how to distribute the symmetric key, right? That one is symmetric key is distributed between the two user with the help of the KDC, is a key distribution center, right? This is Elias, this is Bob. Then we want to distribute the symmetric key between these two user. The KDC is used, right? That key distribution center, we can say this is the key management server which one is distribute the symmetric key. Then what is the Diffie-Hellman key exchange? Diffie-Hellman key exchange is an algorithm which one is distribute the symmetric key between the two user without this server. Okay, without this concept, that is a KDC, key distribution center, or the server. Without KDC, if we want to share the secret key or symmetric key between two user, we can use the Diffie-Hellman key exchange or the agreement algorithm. Okay, this is the basic behind the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Now Diffie-Hellman is not an encryption algorithm, right? Because of that one is used for the key distribution, symmetric key distribution, not only a key distribution algorithm, but a protocol for exchanging the secret key. But the protocol to exchange the only a secret key or the symmetric key, right? To be used for sending an encrypted transmission between the user using data encryption standard. If we use a DES is a symmetric key cryptography algorithm, AES is a symmetric key cryptography algorithm. If we we want to share the key between two user and we have no availability of a KDC, we can use the Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm to distribute the key. Right. Now the particular steps how this algorithm distribute the symmetric key between two user, right? Now we will go with the steps of Diffie-Hellman. It's a step: user 1 and user 2 agree on two large prime numbers. Why the prime? Because of why the large prime number? If we take a large prime number, the possibilities to finding the key or cryptanalysis about the key is difficult. That's why the large prime number. Then why prime number? Because of prime is a logic behind this encryption convert the plain text into a ciphertext, and the ciphertext converted into a plain text with a decryption, and we get the same plain text. This plain text recover from this ciphertext. The logic behind is the prime numbers. Okay, now that's why the prime number. Now the next, that one is this one is a step 1: user 1 and user 2 agree on a two large prime number. Consider this one is a user 1, this one is a user 2. Now consider user 1 is Elias, user 2 is a Bob. Now the particular both user agree on a two large prime number. Then here is an example. That one is first number n is a large prime number. Consider n and g. N and g are the two large prime number. There is a one condition: when we select the large prime number n and g, n is greater than g, right? This is algorithm condition to select the number. Now first number n is large prime number than the g. Okay, now the user 1 choose another large random number. User 1 select another large random number. Whatever the number is, consider a is a random number, and then calculate a is equal to g raised to x mod n, right? User 1 choose another large random number. Consider as this one is x, right? This one is x, is a random number, is x, and it calculate the a. Random number is x and user calculate the a, right? Now the formula to calculate the a is g raised to x mod n. We have a n, we have a x, we have a g, right? Now that when we select the x, that x should be more or greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to n minus 1. Okay, that is the condition to select the x, right? Now the user step third, user 1 send the number a to user 2. User 1 send the number a to user 2, right? That calculated value. Now the user 2 independently choose another large random integer number, that is y, like user 1 select the x, user 2 select the y, and that y again a condition is less than, greater than or equal to y 0 and less than or equal to n minus 1. It's the same as the x. Okay, now again the second user calculate the b. B is again a g raised to y mod n. This is step 4. Now step 5, user 2 sends the number b to user 1. Okay, b sent to the user 1. Now the next step, that one is user 1 now calculate the secret key k1. User 1 now calculate the secret key k1, and the formula to calculate the secret key, that b is received from the user b raised to x mod n. Then again k2, which one is calculated by the user second, that one is a raised to y mod n, right? That one is simply the formula to calculate the k1 and k2. And at the end, the value of k1 and k2 are equal. K1, which one is calculated by the user 1, and K2 calculated by the user 2, both are equal. Okay, that one is simply the conclusion of a Diffie-Hellman algorithm, that is a key exchanging, symmetric key exchanging algorithm. That means K1 is equal to K2 or is equal to K is the symmetric key which user 1 and user 2 must keep secret. K is the symmetric key for this or for particular session. Means this one is the way to distribute the symmetric key or to create and to share the symmetric key between the two users without KDC or with the help of Diffie-Hellman algorithm. That's why it's called as a Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm or agreement algorithm, which one is agree on a particular key. Okay, this is simple the solution. Now we will go with the simple example. That one is mathematical theory and direct example. We just would take a number with a small number as a prime number for easy calculation. Step 1, n is 11, g is 7, right? Now we need to select user 1, select the x value, that one is 3, which one is less than n and greater than 0. Now y selects the second user selects the y, right? First user select x and calculate the a value, that one is g raised to 7 raised to 3 mod 11. Then the answer for this is 2, right? The answer for this 7 raised to 3 mod 11 is 2. Now again y is 4. Second user select the y and calculate the b. Then b formula for calculating the b, that one is g raised to y, that one is g is 7 and raised to 4, and mod of 11, and we got that one is y is equal to bp calculation, it's a 7 raised to 4, and the answer is 3, right? Answer is 3. Now we have a and b. It exchanged the a or sent to the second user and sent the b to a first user. Now the formula to calculate the keys, that one is k1 is equal to, it's a b raised to x, right? B raised to x, that one is a 3. means 3 raised to 3, right? 3 raised to 3 mod n, that one is 11, its answer is 5. Then k2, that one is b raised to a raised to y is 2, 2 raised to y is 4. This is the formula, 2 raised to 4 mod 11, it again comes, the value is 5, and then the particular algorithm says k1 is equal to k2, right? This steps create the symmetric key for the two user with the Diffie-Hellman algorithm. Okay, thank you.